Hello everyone and welcome back to Fleet Plays Rule the Waves 3. Yes, we're back at it again. I hope you're ready for Fleet to once again get his ass handed to him by yet another series of incredible MacGuffins. Well, it wouldn't really surprise me. I'm pretty much used to it by this point. I basically have, hello Timu, nice to have you here with us from the start. Hello Leslie, good to see both of you. It's nice to have both of you with us, and I'm going to try and keep a bit of the old back and forth going with the chat as we go forwards. So if you guys could engage with what you're seeing, that would be absolutely grand, so we can get a bit of the old back and forth with chat going. So, without further ado, let us get right into it. So, we're in a bit of a pickle. We're gonna get... France has been dragged into the war, and the US will shortly follow. This is a bit of a problem, because we do not have the carriers to fight all of them. Which means we need to come up with yet another light fleet design to make up carrier numbers. Again. Capable of offering 20 jet aircraft? I'm actually fine with that. Too many main guns? Honestly, if they're auto-loading 3-inch, I can drop the number of guns down. I'm fine with that. No flight deck armor, they can't really take it. I can probably increase aircraft numbers up to 24 aircraft, that's fine with me. The Raleigh! The Raleigh class light fleet carrier. That is an excellent name. Take a look at the Japanese dock on Dr. Clark's site. I have not. I will have to do that at some point. Hi team. Yeah, no, I'm fine, thanks. Everything's going reasonably okay. I'm glad that you've got things done. I will look at the Japanese dock on Dr. Clark's site after the stream, and I just lost my design. Damn it. Okay. So no, again, we don't need that many guns if they're auto-loading. I want to go for 20 light AA guns. 28 aircraft on a jet-capable light carrier is fine. Speed-focused engines, and they need to do at least 30 knots. So 26 aircraft is fine. The Savannah class, I am absolutely okay with that as a design. And we can actually build that with the budget we have. We really do need the new Louisville class light cruisers. But for now, we need to focus on getting ourselves out of the red. Then we can finish Jacksonville, and then the other two Louisville class cruisers. Southeastern Seaboard. 3 battleships versus 3 battleships, a battle cruiser, and a bunch of light carriers. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. We'll see what happens, though. Yep. Launch the float planes. I need to know what's going on. Oh, good lord. Oh, they have fire control radar and we don't. Yep, they have fire control radar and we do not. We basically have to run. That's a battle cruiser. That's the last of the Devonshires. I sank her sisters, but she's basically attempting to avenge them by sinking 2 of our light cruisers. That's the last of the Devonshires. Oh no, I really don't need that. Gun it. Okay, turn north. Turn north again. Okay, so we managed to get our boys home. Thank God. Yeah, T-40 is probably not gonna make it, though. Yeah. Didn't think she would. Yes, I know. Yeah, that's not surprising. We only lost 1 destroyer. That could have been far, far worse. Yeah, that could have been much worse than it was. Well, the president has done that. That's something. So what did we just lose? Okay, so we can finish the cruisers. That's good. That's not surprising. Yep, that's a good idea. Did we just... Okay, Spain has entered the war. I'm sorry. How many? Great, that was one of our most modern light cruisers that we lost. One of our old light cruisers, one of our modern cruisers, and one of our corvettes. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's really not ideal. We need those Louisville-class cruisers, and we need them yesterday. Well, Hampton Roads class of carriers have finished working up. That gives us 4 of the largest and most capable carriers in the world, which is something. We need a new class of corvettes. Basically, we need minesweepers. Cheap ones at that. There we go. And we'll build 11 of these new corvettes to serve as minesweepers. Fleet battle. Battle in support of land combat. This is the Red Rivers plus some of our older battleships. Oh, game's having a moment there. So we've got 2 of our light carriers. That'll be fine. I think we'll be okay. Excuse me. Do we have a rough idea of what we're up against? Not right now. Okay. So there's apparently a task force there. Let's get a... Let's get a strike off. Yep. That's the Devonshire. Yep, that's the enemy battle line. Let's bring our own ships into the fight. Get their 16-inch guns banging away. That's the one thing the British battleships of this period lack. Their battle cruisers may have 16-inch guns, but their battleships do not. Ours do. Do you really want to charge headlong into our formation? I don't think you do. Oh, bloody hell. Back north. Got a flank. Don't stay near the enemy battleships. Well, our aircraft have found things. Well, that definitely caused them to break off. The Red Rivers are being very aggressive. Oh, that's their aircraft coming in. There we go, that's the way. Please, keep trying to close the range with the powerful... What is up with Braxton Bragg? Why can she not keep up? So the Renowns, the Albions... They are not having a good time. Ah... That'll be the enemy carriers. Of which they have more of than we do. Get that strike. Get that strike airborne. We need to hit them and hit them hard. Oh, poor old Chikora. Move towards the east. What? How did we lose a battle cruiser to a flash fire? Did Devonshire hit it? Yep. Devonshire put a 16-inch round into one of the Red Rivers and blew it to Kingdom Come. Yeah, the poor old Renown and Albion, bless them, they are not having a good time. Renown is basically on her last legs. She's being pounded and pounded and pounded by Confederate 16-inch guns. And it is really not going her way. Come on, Stonewall Jackson, give him the business. That's the way. Are you... Stonewall Jackson just sailed through the exact same... Okay. Right. Okay, then. Thank God Braxton Bragg has better torpedo defense than her successors, that's all I'll say. Hit him hard, boys. Hit him hard. There you go. That's the way. What are the people saying? Well, Leslie, this is the B team. Most of the Confederate fleet is in the Caribbean. This is the older Confederate battleships and the older Confederate light carriers that are fighting this action. Since the majority of my fleet is actually in the Caribbean right now, holding down Confederate home waters. And for being the B team, they're doing surprisingly well against the Royal Navy's A team. The loss of a battle cruiser hurts, though. Okay, so here's what we'll do. All destroyers will flotilla attack, and we will break away to the north. There we go. We will pull a sheer, and we will break away northwards while our destroyers perform a flotilla attack in strength. And while our aircraft come in to deliver another strike as well, and we will make for Norfolk. And if they attempt to pursue, our destroyers will just torpedo them. And our aircraft have arrived as well. Yep, there we go, our aircraft are here to deliver strikes. Okay, that's enabled us to break away northwards, which is good. We lost the destroyer doing it, but it's fine. Rather lose destroyers than carriers. Well, destroyers than literally anything else, because destroyers are replaceable in wartime. Other vessels really aren't. Yeah, Leslie, this is the B team. These are the weaker Confederate battle cruisers. They're actually the most modern Confederate battle cruisers, but they are by far and away the B team. And the battleships are the oldest 16-inch armed ships in the Confederate Navy. I'm basically relying on the fact that both myself and the British will want to lick our wounds, and it seems like that is very, very likely. Stop torpedoing my ships, please. Thank you. Yeah, they keep hitting us with aircraft, but it's okay. Rolf Sames is playing Dodgems. Oh, Braxton Bragg. Dodgems. That's it, lads. There we go. I think... Well, okay, we haven't broken contact just yet, but we'll soon. Okay. So our cap is doing... Okay, our cap is doing the work. Let me just... Oh, here they come. Thing is, none of us are capable of night ops yet, thank God. So once night falls, we are clear to just proceed at speed to Norfolk Navy Yard. Yeah, it's nice to have you here, Leslie, so I'm glad you're able to actually catch me on a Tuesday. The Confederate fleet is arguably the most powerful fleet on the planet at this point. The problem is we're now ending up in a war where we're fighting more people than I'm comfortable with. There we go, that's it. There we go, we'll soon be outside medium bomber range. The fact that their medium bombers have less range than my torpedo and dive bombers, that honestly speaks volumes. So what do we get? Oh god, okay, that's a fair trade. We sank a British battleship and a light cruiser, for which we traded one of ours. Let's have a look. I'm fine with that. It's an older battleship, but it's actually less tonnage than the battlecruiser we lost. I am actually fine with that. Okay, Spain has entered the war. Okay, now we're at war with the Confederates, with the US as well. That fundamentally changes things. What are we looking at in terms of the Caribbean? Yep, I think the war is going to be won or lost in the Atlantic. So we're going to move... We're going to move the majority of our modern assets to the North American East Coast. So that's all of the Confederate modern battleships and battle cruisers, all of the Confederacy's current modern active carriers. I mean, these are not assets you want to mess with. There's Texas with her 8 18-inch guns. There's the battle-proven Missouri with her 8 20-inch guns. And Franklin Buchanan, the follow-on to Missouri. I mean, Missouri, like, she nailed Hood and Albion with her 20-inch guns. She has a proven record as a good gunnery ship. We've lost one Red River, but I'm sure I can come up with a ship that can replace them. If we downsize the speed a bit, can increase the belt, increase the turret armor a little bit, and that'll be the Glendale. It basically is a follow-on to the Red Rivers. That's basically by design. There we go. Yep. And let me halt a few of the destroyers to get us back in black. Okay, so that is... What are we sending for this convoy attack? Yeah, 20-inch guns. She's proven herself in combat against the Royal Navy before. In the last war we fought with the British. Missouri and Franklin Buchanan are the most powerful battleships in the world. There's basically nothing that can match up against them. There we go. We are here for the merchants. Let's not forget that. So let's get the merchants. That's why we're here. That's it. Let us get the merchants. And let's not forget we are here for the merchants. Yep, that's it. Get the merchants. Yeah, we're here for the merchant ships. That's it. Yep, we are here for the merchants. That's it. The enemy must not be allowed to resupply Bermuda. There we go. That's the way. Excellent. Yep. We've sunk enough merchant ships for this to be successful enough as it is. Oh, poor old Little Rock's taking a bit of a battering, bless her. She'll be okay, though. She can limp away. We'll cover her. That's the way. There we go. I mean, we've achieved our objective. We've sunk enough merchant ships that convoy is not going to change the outcome of the Siege of Bermuda. So I've achieved my objective, so I can limp away with my cruisers intact. But yeah, Leslie, as I said, 20-inch guns. They've proven effective. And also they have a reach out and touch thing capability. They're more they have the ability to reach out and touch enemy battleships, whereas the 14 and 16-inch guns on British battleships can't reply. There we go. Victory has been achieved. For very little in the way of losses on our side. Excellent. Oh wow, that was basically the entire convoy we got. Beautiful. Oh, that's excellent. Oh, we didn't get Bermuda. That's a shame. That is a real shame. Well, we can lay down one of the Savannah-class light fleet carriers now. And then their place on the slips can be taken by... When Phoenix and Trinity Bay clear the slips, we'll lay down 2 more Savannah-class carriers. I mean, the Spanish are in the war on our side, which is something. The Spanish aren't fighting the Americans, but they are keeping the British and the French tied up in Europe, which means the Confederate fleet is free to fight the Americans. Ah, cruiser action. They declined. A convoy defense. They declined. Enemy coastal raid. They declined. Okay. So, yep, so that's another Savannah on the slips. That brings us to 2 carriers building, which is kind of what we need to make up for war losses. Convoy defense against the USN. Let's see how this goes. Okay, they will actually accept. Oh. Okay, this is 2 of the most powerful. Ah, it's good old Missouri. Excellent. Excellent. Right. Let's see them raid this convoy. I mean... Okay, so here they come. Bring it down to normal. The US only has a single battleship. I know that. They have 3 battle cruisers, but they only have a single battleship. Okay, it's daytime. Right then. So, you want to expose yourself to 20-inch gunfire? Fine with... Oh, it's the California! Hi there! You're armored to resist 16-inch guns. I have 18 and 20-inch guns. Oh, this is gonna be a brutal execution of the California. She's gonna take 20-inch round after 20. There's not gonna be much left of her once Missouri's done with her. It's fine. They're used to taking torpedo hits. Confederate battleships are very good at actually taking them. Yep, like I said, California took 20-inch rounds to the face and just died. You see, Leslie? This is what Missouri is capable of. She just locks onto a target with those 20-inch guns and just bangs away with them until they're dead. Yeah, Leslie, we're in 1948. Although Missouri is a 1936 capital ship. But yeah, she's as automated as we can make her. Again, torpedo hit, she's fine. Oh, it's a French... Oh, that's a French armored cruiser. Hi there. Oh, she just took 2 20-inch hits. I think she's dead. Yeah, that's a significant emotional event. Oh my god. Poor... They tried to raid a Confederate convoy and they just lost an armored cruiser and a battleship for their troubles. Oh, that's horrifically brutal. Send 1,000 torpedoes, survive that. Well, yes, I get that, but that's not realistic. Confederate battleships are fairly tough. Like, the Confederate battleships are what I would describe as having the Rodney effect. They're prone to hitting things all the time, but none of the hits are actually fatal. No, no float planes, please. Well, that was remarkably effective. That was a battle I didn't know how it was going to go, but we sank, I think, the USN's only battleship for no losses. Nice. There are only chances to get me in carrier battles, but even then I have 4 of the largest and best carriers in the world. I'm outnumbered, but I have 4 of the largest and best carriers in the world. Excuse me. They just can't deal with it. Yep. That was basically the entire force they sent out obliterated. Well, that was brutal. Yeah, so we're going to build another Savannah-class carrier. And then we're also going to build more minesweepers to keep the seas clear of mines. So Texas and Missouri are going to be out of action for a bit. It's fine, though. Actually, let me just think. There we go. Okay, a bit further forward. Then... because I know the armor they carry is sufficient to deal with whatever they're currently facing. We've got 3-inch guns, I can make them auto-loading. What if I drop down to triples? Yeah, because that gets me 9 guns. And then I can massively thicken... well, not massively so much, but I can thicken up the protection that these next generation of ships have. The Josiah Tatnall class dreadnoughts. And then we'll carry 16 radar-directed medium AA guns. And then the rest will be light AA. And drop down to 12 auto-loading 3-inch emplacements. There we go. Perfect. Oh, we need more better fire control. Okay, that's fine. You don't need that. Oh, better radar. There we go. Excellent. Next generation of Confederate battleships. Beautiful. Timu says, bless you. Thank you, Timu! That sneeze was a big one. Carry on, boys. Forwards. Let me just increase intelligence on France and the US, since we're fighting them. Ah. Small engagement in the Caribbean. Are they going? Okay, they are actually going to accept that. our armed merchant cruiser. Okay. I'm not keen on this. Yeah, I am gonna... Yeah, I'm sending her into Miami immediately. I ain't dealing with that. I'm not dealing with whatever that is. Because it's probably a full-on warship, and this is one of our armed merchant cruisers. I'm not doing that. I'm not pulling a Rawalpindi. I ain't got enough ships to pull a Rawalpindi. Oh, okay. Some of our ships have found a light cruiser. Okay, our ships have found... Okay, they torpedoed something. Okay, one of the enemy ships was hit by a missile. Okay, our aircraft are... Okay, they found something! Bombs and torpedoes were released. Torpedo has hit something. Confederate aviators doing the work. They hit something. Oh, we sank 2 of the destroyers. I didn't even have to do anything. The Confederate Naval Air Service did the work. I'm not retiring that guy. He did the work. Yes, give me the new naval patrol aircraft. In fact, give me that one. Better range, better toughness, better firepower. Slightly less tough, but it's in the middle of it, which I'm fine with. Better fighter. So take the one with better range, because everything else is basically the same. Ah. No, thank you, Spain. I'm going to let you keep distracting them. No, I'm sorry, Mr. President, but I need the Glendale on the slips now. To replace war losses. Right, so... Currently, we're fighting the British, the French, and the US. In terms of gunline capital ships, we outnumber all 3 of them combined. In both battleships and battle cruisers. In terms of carriers, the story is not that rosy. Light cruisers, it's horses for courses, and destroyers, it's even worse. In terms of submarines, however, we do have all 3 of them outmatched. And I've got a replacement program going to replace war losses. Okay, it's Clarence. That's one of our Archer-class light cruisers. It's an old ship from the mid-20s, but I think it's been paired with... Oh, it's been paired with Jacksonville, one of our newest light cruisers. Okay, so whatever we find, we should be able to tackle, engage, and sink. Okay. Okay, that's a Salem-class light cruiser. She's a modern-ish design, but compared to Jacksonville, she's old hat. This is going to be a fairly short, sharp, and one-sided action. Yeah, this is not going to go well for the US. Yeah, the Salem is really not having a good time. It's basically putting a Leander against a Cleveland, in essence, if you want to describe it that way. The Cleveland's going to win that fight. Yeah, this was only... Yeah, that was only going to end one way. Victory! Oh, okay. Okay, the war seems to be going fairly well. Continued operations will secure our total victory. I'm gonna keep the war going. We seem to be doing fairly well. No, we don't need a new float plane scout right now. Okay, the enemy subs are really, really beginning to tell now. Yeah, they really are hurting our... We just lost 2 cruisers. Yeah, I might need to lay down a new class of cruiser. Probably with auto-loading 6-inch guns, so only 6 mounts. Drop the displacement by 1,000 tons. And drop the guns from 4 down to 3-inch to get auto-loaders. There we go. That helps us with that. And then we can build these as wartime cruisers. Enemy coastal raid in the Caribbean. They declined! Okay, strikes and anti-war demonstrations taking place. They commissioned another destroyer this month. Okay. Apparently we're blockaded. But I don't believe we are. Where are we blockaded? Oh, the British moved strength into the Caribbean. Of course they did. And we've got to keep strength in the... Well, we can at least fight the US in North America without having to worry about the British. Ah, battleship engagement. Is it just going to be gun line, or is it going to be carriers as well? Oh, we shall see. Ah, it's a carrier battle. It calls it a battleship engagement, but it's not. It's a carrier battle. Yeah, we'll add Texas with her 18-inch guns to the battle line. There we go. Right. This is a chance for a decisive engagement against the US. Leslie said, "Hype! All we need to get to you on the table. Good luck." Thank you, Leslie. Hopefully the hype will be worth it. Right, so... I don't know why Texas is leading First Battle Division, but it is. Okay, so pivot. Bring ourselves across their T. Jesus! She just took 7 15-inch rounds. Good lord. Right, now we can return fire. And I absolutely aim to. Yep, they're trying to run. Poor old Clifton took a hit. Ooh, that is nasty. Ah, poor Clifton. Yeah, one of the older light cruisers, that's a shame. Come on. That's it. Okay, there we go. Dawn has broken. Now we can actually start shooting. That's the US battle cruisers. No wonder they're so anxious not to fight our battle line. Because they full well know that sticking around and fighting our battle line is a short way to die incredibly rapidly. Do we know where the enemy carriers are? That's it. Somebody get a lucky hit on one of the Independences. I want to have one of them fall behind and be killed. Come on. Anybody. Anybody at all. Get a hit. Okay, so... Alright. So that to me says the enemy carriers have got to be somewhere in that area there. But I don't know where. And the fact I don't know where annoys me. Oh, that drops to 22 knots. Those battle cruisers are going to escape. That's aggressively annoying. Yeah, that is... Yes, that is the enemy carriers pouncing on our battle line. I mean, luckily our battle line is covered in AA guns, so that's something. I mean, it saved the US battle cruisers, so that's helped them. But we don't have any information on where their carriers are. Where those strikes no doubt came from. I need more emotes, Timu. I can't get more emotes until I get bigger. So if you know people who want to subscribe to me, tell them to subscribe to me. Because without that, I don't get more emotes. Okay, that's really annoying. Because I do not have eyes on enemy... Whoa, 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 whoa. Was that a sighting report of carriers? Okay. Right. Yep. Yep. Get me a... Get me a strike in the air. If that is where the enemy carriers actually are, that's going to be an alpha strike. If it's not, then I don't know. It may be, it may not be. Either way, they found us. So we'll see what happens. Whether or not our aircraft actually find any of theirs. They may do, they may not. Oh, Hampton Roads is doing the torpedo beats. Oh, I think we found something. We're getting flash reports of destroyers. Yep, I think our aircraft found something. Yep, we found their, Yep, we did in fact find their carriers. Okay, so let's get another strike package in the air. Let's get it going. Well, that's good. We got one scouting report, but that scouting report was enough to actually, allow us to get a strike off of such power. There we go. Get it airborne. Yep, get a massive second strike airborne. Yep. There we go. And then we need... Yep. So that's a second alpha strike on the way. Yeah, that strike might just have crippled the... Yeah... That carrier strike from our carriers might just have really hurt them. So what's the latest up-to-date reports? So yeah, so go for there. Okay, and enemy ships are being hit by missiles. Yeah, that strike might just have crippled the enemy carrier force there just a little bit. That was brutal. Thank you, Timu. Yes, you can use 7 TV and others. I'll get to that in a bit, Timu. I will get to that. Okay, so let's get that. Let's get those strikes formed up, and let's get them sent in. Okay, so they're trying to hit back. Okay, yep, so our aircraft have found carriers and... yeah, again, more... yep, dive bombers are tipping over. Missiles are being released, bombs are being released. Yeah, that's another horrific strike against the enemy carrier fleet. Again. Can I do it a third time? Apparently, yes. Yes, I absolutely can. Yep, I can apparently do this a third time. So I'm gonna do it a third time. Yeah, this... yeah, I might have just midwayed the American carrier fleet. Yeah, that... yeah, that might just have... and that was the second strike package out of the... the first one already did damage, the second one's going to do more. The third one is probably going to do even more than that. So get the strike package launched, get it ready, and then unleash the power of the strike. Like the third strike package we've unleashed against the American fleet thus far. Okay, yep, we found something. Yep, there we go. We found something. Yeah, this... well, I'd call it embarrassing, but that would be, well... okay, so enemy aircraft are trying to hit us now. Okay, and then our aircraft have found... yeah, okay, more of our aircraft have found things. Oh my lord. Okay, so the first... I know you will. Yeah, I'll get to it, Timu. Don't you worry, I will. But yeah, hey Timu, guess what? I think I just midwayed the US carrier fleet, not once, but like twice. I saw well, there were numerous missile and torpedo hits, but I also saw numerous bomb hits as well. So I don't know what effect those strikes actually had. But we definitely did something to them. Yeah, sounds like you did. Yeah, yeah, definitely, that was definitely a significant emotional event for the US fleet there. Well, we'll have to see what the battle end screen says we did. Oh, we didn't get any carriers, but we did sink a battle cruiser, one light cruiser, and 4 destroyers. Although we did batter up some of their carriers pretty good. A victory is still a victory. I'll let the Confederate Army try and batter through the US lines. Okay, that helps. No thank you, Spain. We're co-belligerents. We're not allies. Yeah, halt construction on the Glendale for now. That helps us repair some of our ships. Also, I'm not putting our corvettes on... I'm not putting these corvettes on... trade protection. They're being used specifically to sweep for mines. There we go. No thank you, we can't accommodate that in the budget. Nope. Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. That's fine. So the Glendales are... So Glendale herself is not yet ready. The Savannahs are being built. Okay, next turn. Enemy coastal raid. Okay. Apparently we can ambush an enemy force. Oh, god damn it. Come on, Confederate Army. I gave you the money. Why did you screw up? Damn it. Come on. You had, like, one job, and you couldn't even do that. Okay, so now we need to get the T-62s ready. So we don't need the superimpose mount. But we can get auto-loaded 4-inch guns. That's fine. We can fit them with minesweeping gear. Drop a tube down. August Miller class destroyers. Again, another class of war build destroyers that we can use. Yeah. I'm not surprised we lost a corvette to a heavy cruiser. But that's not surprising. Oh, that's cool. We're sinking. We are sinking enemy ships with our submarines, which is good. But we do need more destroyers, so I'm going to lay down 7 of the new war builds, which is good. So that gives us a bunch of new war build destroyers. And a few of the modern destroyers as well. So I do also want... Oh no, I can't do that yet. Give me a second, folks. I'll be right back. So, things are going very well for the Confederate fleet, even during wartime. Yeah, Timu was a very good... It was a better result than I was expecting. I would have liked to have nailed some of their carriers, but that, unfortunately, wasn't on the table. It seems. There we go. Right, so, next turn. Order resolve. Oh, Chatham escaped. More subs. Oh, excellent. Use heavy AA shells. Large bursting charge. There we go. There we go. Good. Ah, angled flight deck. Okay. So the war has settled down to something of a stalemate. Small engagement. What are we deploying? What are they deploying? One of our destroyers versus God knows what they have. As soon as contact is joined, I'm breaking away. 35 knots, break away. And run like the clappers. Go! Go faster. They have gone faster. Okay, good. We avoided that little debacle. I can't afford to lose the destroyers in the screen. Can't do it. Yeah, that would have been a 2-on-1 fight. And a 2-on-1 fight I can't afford. Okay, so the British are having trouble. There we go. So... Actually, with the reduction in US battlecruiser numbers, I'm going to bring the Red Rivers back into the Caribbean. Okay, so Appomattox is seeing what it can see. It's on its own, though, so... have to hope what it fights isn't a modern cruiser. Because the last thing I can afford right now is a fight with a modern cruiser. Besides, the Archer class just aren't set up for it. They're older. They're older cruisers. They're on trade protection for a reason. How many people are watching? Oh, just Timu. Well, that's sad. Oh well. Never mind. Hey, 2 subs. Multi-channel fire control. Beautiful. Right, so, it's been an hour and a half, and I'm going to call that here. So, the war is ongoing. Things are going relatively well, all things considered. The Confederate States Navy is more than holding its own. And the Spanish are basically tying up the entire Royal Navy at home. So, credit to the Spanish Navy for actually doing that. All being well, we should be able to claw a victory out of this next week. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I hope you've all enjoyed. Thank you, Timu. Thank you, Leslie. Take care, everyone, and I'll catch you all.